Rock Hudson and Doris Day are one of the best double acts we've ever seen. They have a very natural chemistry between them. It's very clear that they like each other. You can tell that on screen, that they were having great fun.
Ouch! What was that? Lauren, we have any iodine anywhere?
No. I think they liked each other. I think that shows. I think that they felt absolutely safe with each other. And yes, I think there is a tremendous rapport.
Knock at my door, and I shall take you in.
If you were doing a list of the great romantic duos on screen, you would certainly include them. They were certainly up there.
Dr. Tyler, I'm knocking.
Miss Templeton, I'm taking you in.
Physically also, they look wonderful together. They're so glossy, both of them. He's dark and big and smouldering. She's very blonde, platinum blonde, very neat, very trim. Time magazine compared them to two sleek and shiny Cadillacs, which I think is a really apt description.
Oh, you look wonderful without your clothes.
So do you.
I meant...
So did I.
I think they were both very skilled actors. I don't think it's just a rapport that happens. Hudson, I think, was a very interesting actor altogether and very, very good at comedy. And this is the surprise after films like Giant, big success for him, to discover that he really could play smart dialogue.
I don't use sex to land an account.
When do you use it?
I don't.
My condolences to your husband.
He was a clever actor and seemed to enjoy it. Seemed to enjoy it a little bit more than he had enjoyed the action and adventure stuff. So, yeah, I think they had a good time doing this.
Actually, we should be together all the time, like so.
How about that?
In spite of the fact that they were both glamorous Hollywood stars, they were both very down to earth. Doris Day had been born Doris Kappelhoff out of Ohio, and she had been a band singer, and one of the band leaders said, "We can't put Kappelhoff on the marquee, you're Doris Day." She hated the name. She thought it was a phony name. Roy Fitzgerald was Rock Hudson's real name. This was the time of Tab Hunter and Rip Torn and all these kind of artificial names. He hated that name. He thought it was ridiculous. On the set, they developed a joke, and it became a lifetime joke between the two of them. Whenever they were working together or would be together, he would call her Eunice, and she would call him Ernie, because they thought those names better fit who they really were than Rock Day.
Judy, no butter. It's loaded with cholesterol.
And I think audiences, whether they could articulate it or not, picked up the fact that, you know, there were certain stars that just seemed unapproachable. They seemed down to earth.
2 years ago, you had never heard of cholesterol, and today it is the biggest thing in your life?
Well, now, you can just sit there and laugh about it if you want to. Meanwhile, men my age are dropping like flies.
They just seemed like real people, and I think they had that in common, and that was part of the chemistry.
They have some of the screwball energy of duos like Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn, who came earlier in the 1930s.
I might have to call the Automobile Club. Help get me out of this thing.
But Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn were much more cerebral as well, whereas Doris Day and Rock Hudson have a physical, sexual energy.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to give you confidence.
Be gentle.
And in many ways, I think you might want to compare them more with a duo like Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, who have a strong comic connection, a strong chemistry and charisma together, work brilliantly together.
There's no question that on screen, Doris Day and Rock Hudson had this chemistry, and audiences responded to it, and they ended up making 2 more films together. She went on to do several other romantic comedies with Rod Taylor, Cary Grant, James Garner. Some of them were successful, some of them weren't, but none of them had the cachet as the films with Rock Hudson. There was something about the two of them on screen that just clicked.
I'm so happy. I know this is going to work out.
Yes, I think it has possibilities.
In the 1980s, there was even some talk about bringing them back to do another film together.
I think it's been very difficult ever since for any on-screen duo to get that same sizzling chemistry.
Hey, I have to get my shower.
Not yet.
I think it's really clear when you see Doris Day and Rock Hudson on screen that they absolutely are enjoying themselves to the max. I think it's very clear how much they like each other, and that's always going to be exciting to watch. That is timeless. That kind of cinematic energy is never going to date. It's magic, really.